Hello and welcome to day trading, I guess. I am making these videos for close friends of mine who are interested in day trading. If you somehow come across these videos and you're not a close friend of mine, you are more than welcome to stay. But to my friends, hi, how you guys doing? I'm gonna try making this a basically an easy series to follow where I will try to make these videos bite sizes between 5 and hopefully 10 minutes, so it's easier to, like, if you need to pause in between research, study, whatever you need to do in between, it's easy to pick it up. So but I feel like this one is going to be probably the longest one because we're introducing day trading. So let us begin. So let's get started. So these are going to be some things that I will be doing air quotes in the series, I guess, and the different types of videos I will be doing. But of course, if you guys have any questions or you're confused on something, I can always make another video clarifying. So things like pros and cons of trading, different types of trading, the psychology versus strategy, which is highly important, the different types of strategies, tools to help you with trading, terminology. So grab some pen and paper, a couple snacks, ask any questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. This video, of course, we are going to be starting out with the pros and cons of trading. So, pros and cons of trading. And I apologize in advance that there is technically more cons than there are pros, but just wait till the very end. I promise. I promise. So, for pros, there's a lot of flexibility when it comes to trading. You are not confined to a set period of hours. Technically, you can work as much as you want, take as much time as you want also. So if you want to work a bunch, you can go ahead. There are multiple different kinds of sessions, which I will talk about in a different video. Once again, this is just going over the pros and cons, not necessarily to talk people out of trading, but kind of also to talk people out of trading. It is not for everyone, which I will talk about later. But one of the many pros is technically, yeah, you can work as much as you want and work as little as you want. So it's up to you. Because mostly there is many times where you can have short trading times where a trade can only be for a few minutes. And I'm talking like you find your position, you set it up, you're in the trade, you get out of the trade. I think the shortest trade I've ever been in was maybe about 10 minutes, and that was a really good trade. But then there's some trades where you can literally be waiting hours for a setup to happen. But it all depends on what you're doing, what the trade is, etc., etc. So I will talk about this as also as a con. It's a high risk, but high risk, high reward, but there is a chance for a high return in a short period of time. Like I said, you can do easily a 15-minute trade and you can make a few hundred to a few thousand in that 15 minutes. Once again, depends on the trade. Now, this is one thing I do love about trading. Anyone can access trading. Anyone could technically start day trading if they wanted to. They're from prop firms to more study materials / resources. Anyone could technically start if they wanted to. Prop firms is something I'll go over in another video. But basically, if you don't have a lot of capital, there's these companies now that essentially, air quotes, give you capital. But like I said, different video. But also, there's a lot of study material. There's a lot of resources. There's a bunch of videos. Oh, stumbling on my words, sorry. Like, if you literally search on YouTube, day trading, thousands upon thousands of videos on how to day trade, what to do. Like, I am probably just going to be one of the few many, but I am literally just making this for the sole purpose for friends. But if other people find it, great, cool. But I feel like this also can be a con, mostly because there is so much material at the same time where I feel like it can be a lot of volume, a lot of noise, and it's so much information, and it kind of can overwhelm and overload you. But c'est la vie. Financial freedom. Once again, you can make a good, decent living off of day trading, or even just extra income as a side hustle. Like, there's a chance of you making a few hundred to a few thousand a day, monthly. And I know a lot of people where an extra $2,000 a month can be life changing. So financial freedom is a pro. Now, for the cons, and I am so sorry, I'm gonna just be blunt and just tell it how it is. Not everyone will make it. That's just how it is. I did a quick Google search, but I've heard this before where like only 2% of people who get into day trading actually make it, 5%, but essentially on this quick Google search, only 1 to 20% of people who get into day trading will become successful day traders. And one of the main reasons, or I guess there's a few main reasons why, is because either A, they just give up. It's hard. I will say that day trading is the easiest, hardest thing anyone can do. It's kind of like trying to learn complicated math where you look at it and you're just overwhelmed. It looks like gobbledygook. But then once you study it, you dive into it, and after a while, you keep practicing, it then makes sense. So then it's like surprising, like the heavens opened up, oh, kind of thing moment where one day you'll look at the charts and you'll be like, oh my God, I get this. Like, that makes sense. And I don't even know how to explain it, but that's the best like metaphor for like learning math, and just one day you get it. It's the same thing for day trading. So a lot of times people end up giving up because one, they just can't get it. They just give up. Two, they run out of money. And that's basically it. And then I feel like the rest, they end up becoming successful day traders. So basically, that's statistics. Only 1 to 20 people out of a group of 100 can make it. But hey, I mean, I feel like there's worse statistics for becoming doctors or even like lawyers. So I mean, it's not the worst statistic out there. Another con, it is stressful. Day trading is not for the weak, my guy. Oh my God, it can be so emotionally taxing, which is a lesson that, especially in the psychology portion of trading that I will go over, is that you cannot trade emotionally, which is like, it basically, you can't cheer when you win. You can't cry when you lose. All you can do is just keep on going and just act like it's another day. And a lot of people, or what you'll hear, is to trade like a robot, that you do not have any emotion, whether you're winning or losing. But as much as that is true, we are human. There's going to be moments where you have an amazing win. I'm like talking like a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 ratio, which we'll go over like stop loss and all that and take profit. But like, you just catch a beautiful trade and you make some good money from it. Yeah, how can you not feel excited, especially when you like finally become profitable? It's just like this feeling of just like, oh my God, I did it. Like basically you just studied for this big math test, or you've been training for a marathon and you won. Like, that is the feeling you kind of get. And like, how are you not supposed to get excited? And then also, if you lose, how are you not supposed to feel sad? Now, after a while, losses become numb. And so that's where it's like you start trading like a robot. But there's going to be moments, may you win or lose, you're human. A reaction's going to happen. But I will admit, some losses can take a toll on you mentally. Believe me, I've had days where I've literally had to like step away and I didn't trade for like a solid like week because I was so upset because of that one loss. But hey, you live and learn. Now, continuing on the cons, time. Like I said from earlier, it's kind of like a pro and a con. It could take a few minutes and could take a few hours. Now, learning day trading itself is a whole other ball game. So like, the con is learning how to actually trade, the process, learning how to do a market analysis is, oh my God. So like I even made like the learning the process and becoming profitable that big portion. So you learn day trading. Just because you learned it doesn't mean you become profitable right away. So the learning process and then becoming profitable, that could take months to years. This is not a rich get. Did I even like say this right? This is not a get rich quick scheme. There we go. I did say it correctly and typed it. Go me. And I emphasize that to people. It is not. There's some people who get lucky. But like I'm telling you, like no. Continuing, the cost of trading, mostly the computers, if you need to get a fast computer, if you need to get a fast Wi-Fi, because I'm like, there's some traders, especially once you start making this like a full-time thing, there's some people who have like their Wi-Fi and then a backup Wi-Fi, so they're paying for two Wi-Fis just in case of a trade goes wrong or like something happens. They have a backup generator, like it's a whole shebang. But so, I mean, for starting out, all you really need is your phone, your laptop, good Wi-Fi. That's basically it. But once you start trading, and it's not really, I mean, even once it becomes full-time or even a part-time thing, taxes will kill you. Specifically, short-term gain capital tax. So depending on where you're at, you're looking at 24 to 30 plus %. So this is a quick thing found. So by state, where you're looking at for like short games capital tax. And it all depends on your age, if you're married or not, where you live. There's some states that don't have, state tax, but you still got some pretty high taxes. So if you live in California, you're paying 33% in taxes every time you take out money from your trades. So an example, you say you have a winning trading day, you made $2,000 that whole day. That's a good day. You live in Kansas, 27.8%. You will pay roughly $556. Roughly, because once again, it could change whether you're married, single, age, but that's like roughly the estimate. So the more money you make, the more you pay. So you have to remember that. And every time you pull money out for trading, you have to automatically save at least 30%, because otherwise the IRS is going to be on your butt. Okay. So we went over that. Oh yeah, the high risk of trading, that was kind of like also a pro. So, once again, high risk. So there's a chance you could lose a lot. If you're trading with prop firms, whatever, it depends. But essentially, you can win a lot, you can lose a lot. It's a high risk thing. Now, for my personal opinions, I did not mean to do all that. My bad. Personal opinions. There we go. Some of them are like, do I believe everyone should trade? No. There are some people that I know for a fact, if they ever asked me how to day trade, I would be very hesitant to, because I just know like the psychology aspect of it. They would not be able to handle this at all. And just some people are just not built for it. And that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. Do I still love day trading? Sorry. Do I still love day trading? Even though there's technically more cons than pros? Yes. I love day trading. I love the technical analysis aspect of it. I love finding my strategy and like crafting it to my own. I honestly would not trade it for the world. It's fun. I love it so much. Some people say it's gambling. I would say it's a form of gambling almost. It's kind of like poker, essentially, where you need a strategy, and sometimes that strategy works out for you, sometimes it doesn't. There is a risk. It's a numbers game. So you need to have strategy and a little bit of luck on your side. So is it a form of gambling? I lean more towards yes, but in the sense of like poker, where you need to know what you're doing in strategy instead of just hitting a button and hoping to get the jackpot. You know what I mean? Those are my own personal opinions. I'll probably speak more about other opinions I might have because I can't think of any at the moment. But I do love it, and I do hope you guys enjoy what you're going to be learning. So for the next video I'll be making is the different types of trading. We got swing trading, day trading, intraday trading. There's different types of trading, and I can't wait to share this with you guys. Once again, if you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment. Or if you actually know me, for my friends who this is intended for, you have my number. Just text me. So that is it. Make good choices, follow your dreams, and I will, air quotes, see you guys next time. Speak to you next time. I don't know how to end this. Yay. There you go.